Good day, grade 11. So this is the part 3 of the um, video lesson about conversion of measurements. So, huwag na natin patagalin. Let's start. Next example natin is volume and capacity because our last example is all about length and mass. So now we have volume and capacity. So, what we're going to do is to convert the 5 pins into cups. Okay? So if we're going to look at our table here, pins into cup, and 1 pin is equals to 2 cups. So how are we going to do that? Like this. Again, if your unit is pins, dapat po ang nasa ilalim ng inyong fraction is same unit as your given. So, pwede natin silang i-cancel. Since na-cancel na natin yung dalawang same unit, let's proceed to multiplication. So, 5 times 2 is 10. No need to divide by 1 because 5 times 2, 10. 10 divided 1 is still 10 din naman. So, our answer here is 10 cups. Next, for 10 gallons is equals to how many cups? So, let's look at here again. So, let's look at the metric system. For metric system, we can't use anything. For English, we have here the gallon, but here is our cup. So, ilan ang dadaanan niya? Isa, dalawa, tatlo ang dadaanan niya. Here naman, wala din. So, tatlo ang dadaanan ni gallons para ma-convert natin into cups. So, yeah. So, sa isang gallon, meron tayong 4 quarts. Again, same unit ang ilalagay natin sa ilalim para makancel siya. So, sa isang gallon, merong 4 quarts. So, 1 gallon, 4 quarts. Since quarts na nasa taas, quarts naman nga sa ilalim sa next. So, sa isang quarts, merong 2 pins. And since pins naman yung nasa taas, dapat pins naman yung nasa baba dito. So, sa isang pins, meron tayong 2 cups. Then, cancel all the like units. So, may iwan na lang si cup as our unit. Then, simply multiply. 10 times 4 times 2 times 2. That is 160 cups. Okay? So, again, since 1 naman yung nasa ilalim, hindi na natin kailangan i-divide yan. Next. Next, let's have the temperature. So temperature for me is the most easiest one to convert because we already have our formulas that we're just going to follow. So convert 25 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So again, Celsius to Fahrenheit, so we're going to use this formula. As simple as substitute the value of your Celsius. So Celsius, change the value of the Celsius. So 25 times 9 over 5 plus 32. What we're going to do next is to follow a simple rule for multiplying fraction. Okay, and whole number. So whole number times numerator divide denominator. So that is 225 divide 5 45 plus the 32. So the answer is 77 Fahrenheit. Next, convert 86 Fahrenheit to Celsius naman. Baliktad. So we're going to use this formula. Simple as substitute the value of the Fahrenheit. Okay? So let's substitute the value of the Fahrenheit, 86. So 86 minus 32, that is 54. Then 54, we're going to multiply 54 into numerator. So 54 times 5, divide 9. So 54 times 5, that is 270 and divide 9. So 270 divide 9, that is 30. So the 36 Fahrenheit is equals to 30 degrees Celsius. Next, let's convert 25 degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So again, we're going to use this formula. So, substitute the value of your Celsius. Ayan. So, 25 plus 273.15, that is your Kelvin. Nadoble lang siya. That is your Kelvin. We have 298.15 Kelvin. Next. Next, how about time? If temperature is easy, time is easier. Okay? So what we're going to do, 3 minutes into seconds. As simple as, let's find again the equivalent. So in 1 minute, there is 60 seconds. So 3 minutes times 60 over 1 minute. Again, since minute is our unit here, dapat po ang nasa denominator is minute din para pwede natin silang makancel. So we're going to cancel that and proceed to multiplying 3 and 60. So that is 180 seconds. Next, 5 days is equals to hours. Sorry, this one. 4 hours is equals to minutes. So, hours and minutes, sa isang oras, meron 60 minutes. So, dapat ang nasa ilalim is hour din para makancel natin. So, cancel that and proceed to 4 times 60. 4 times 60 is 240 minutes. For 4 hours, there is 240 minutes. Next, ayan, in 5 days. 5 days into hours. So, in 1 day, we have 24 hours. Since days ang nandito, dapat day din nasa baba para makancel natin. So, ika-cancel natin yan. Then proceed to 5 times 24. 5 times 24 is 120. So, that is 120 hours for 5 days. How about we try to solve problem or solve a conversion of measurement in word problem? Yan. So, let's include the conversion of measurements in word problem. Example, example number 1. Mang Ben needs 4 yards of rope for a project. He finds one piece measuring 86 inches and another measuring 82 inches. Does he have enough rope? How much is he short or over? So, if you're solving a word problem of conversion, and once you have a different and a lot of given, for example, here we have 3 givens of 4 yards, 68 inches, and 82 inches. What you're going to do is to analyze the problem carefully, okay? And you have to know what exactly are we looking for. Okay? Not only, you don't have to focus only on the given. You have to read the context or the text carefully before answering. Since here, in our problem here, we're looking if Mang Ben had enough yards or enough rope na kailangan niya sa project. Okay? So, first step that we're going to do is let's convert first the yard into inches dahil ang inches ang mas dominant. We have 2 given na inches and si yards isa lang. So, si yards ang mag-a-adjust dyan. So, since mag-a-adjust si yard, convert natin siya into inches. Okay? So, looking here at our table, so yard and inches is under English metrics. Okay? Or English system. English metrics. English system. Okay? So, in 1 yard, we have 3 feet. Kailangan natin inches. So, dalawa ang dadaanan niya, magpipit muna siya bago siya mag-inches. So, again, si yard, dapat nasa denominator para makancel. Sa isang yard, merong 3 feet. So, si feet dapat nasa kabilang denominator na at sa isang feet merong 12 inches. So, cancel like units. Then, proceed to multiplication. So, 4 times 3 times 12. That is 144. So, 144 inches. Okay? Now, we're able to convert the yard into inches. So, the 4 yards is equals to 144 inches. Take note of that. Next, that we're going to do is to add the two rope na nakita niya. Yung 68 inches and yung 82 inches. So, let's add them. That is 150 inches. Since we already know that the total of the two ropes is 150 inches, eh ang tanong, enough ba yon sa na-compute natin na total ng kanyang yard na meron na kailangan niya? So, ang gagawin natin is to subtract the converted measurement to the added piece of ropes. So, 150 inches minus 144 inches. That is equals to 6 inches. So, meaning to say, Mang Ben not just have enough, but an extra 6 inches of rope. Okay? Next example. A student from San Isidro National High School is filling out a physical fitness assessment form. During his medical examination, his height was recorded as 165 centimeters. However, the form asks for his height in feet and inches. What is his height in feet and inches? Round to the nearest whole inch. Okay? So again, analyze the question. Let's convert first the given into what measurements are we looking for. Since we have we only have given 165 centimeters. Since 165 centimeters ang given natin, let's convert it first into inches. Okay? Kasi po, ang sabi, around the nearest whole inch. Okay? So, looking here at our table, so still under metric and English. Actually, across siya. Okay? So, in 1 inch, there is 2.54 centimeter approximately. So, we're going to write that. 2.54 centimeter ang given. Dapat denominator centimeter din para ma-cancel natin siya. Then, simply divide. Dahil 1 naman yung nasa ibabaw, no need to touch that. So, let's proceed to division. 165 divided by 2.54. That is 64.9606. But, sabi dito, whole inch, whole number. So, since 4, ang katabi niya is 9, automatic that will become 65. Okay? So, our given here, our new given is 65. Next, we're going to convert the inches to feet. So, inches to feet. So, across siya. It is under English system. So, sa isang foot, merong 12 inches. So, since inches ang given, inches ang nasa denominator para makancel, then simply divide. So, 65 divide 12 is 5 and the remainder 5. Bakit 5 and remainder 5? Because there is 512 in 65 and that is total of 60. Now, 60, 65 minus 60, we have the remainder 5. Then, last thing that we're going to do is to express the number. So, meaning, the first number is your foot or feet, then the last number is your inches. So 165 centimeter is approximately equal to 5 feet and 5 inches. So that is um, the student's height in feet and inches. Okay, so that will be all for our lesson for today. That is our last part for our lesson, conversion of measurements. So for our next lesson po, I'll be discussing the prerequisite topics that you need for the second term. Since we don't have enough time to cover all our topics, no? And I hope you watch the full video and you have any question, you may message me sa aking FB account or messenger account, Ma'am Annalisa or Ma'am Ana Pleños. And right after I saw your messages, I'll reply right away. Okay? So that would be all for this video lesson, grade 11, and keep safe. See you next time. Bye!